So this is what I usually use to carry all my gear when I go camping with my family, but I usually have to throw it on the floor and I usually have multiple of them. And the issue with that is, one, I have to have multiple of them and they're just kind of scattered. And if I want to get to a certain thing, I either have to label it or I just have to know what's in them. So that could be a pain. And then moving it out when I'm done with the trip too. So in and out, there's a lot of things that I would prefer not to do. So we came up or decided to do this here. So we mounted the R4T Cubbies. We got 4 of them installed on the bed extension of the Tune Outdoor. So we have these here, and what these are is basically they're just extra storage and they're mounted kind of like a cabinet. So you saw earlier in the video that we installed 4 rivnuts per cubby, and they're holding on pretty strong into this extension, and they allow us just to have a semi-permanent storage solution. So right here I have the insulation that you can get from Tune Outdoor. It's a pretty big and bulky piece. So that kind of shows you how much you can stuff in here, and then you can close it up there. But let's go over a couple features of the Cubbies. So on the outside, we have 2 pockets, 2 mesh pockets per side. So left side, right side, and even in the back. So we have about 6 inches in the back. So if we wanted to hide something back there, we could. And underneath, we also have 2 bigger pockets as well. So I would recommend putting something light down there, like wires or anything you just want to tuck down there. And then on the face of it, you have these loops that you can hook things to as well. So that way you can just dangle them on the sides. And then once on the front as well, there's a Velcro piece. So if you wanted to label these or just put patches on them like these, you can. So label them, like let's say this one's kitchen stuff, you can label that kitchen, and then open it up. You have a big pocket, or they will come with dividers. So 2 dividers per cubby. So you can essentially split it into 3 storage cubbies, and then take them down if you need to, like we've done here, to fit this bigger piece. And on the face of it, there's also another zippered pocket. So you can put something in here as well. And there's also a couple rings here if you wanted to attach anything to that there, and then zip it up and have it nice and tucked away. And this is nice because it's up out of the way, not on the floor. You don't have to move anything. You have full access of the bed. So that way you can really just keep things organized and keep things off the floor. And if you do have the extension out pretty much all the time, just like I do, you can actually reach your cubbies from the outside of the side windows. That way you can reach in here and grab anything you need and have access to that side pocket as well on the outer cubbies. So we are going to have these at runningfortacos.com, but if you're in Denver, Colorado, or in Colorado, you can visit us at our store here and see them in person and pick them up. We have them here. Tune is actually down the street from us, so if you're stopping there, you can swing on by, grab some of these. But if you want some of these, we're gonna provide them with the rivnuts to install into the bottom side of the extension. There's gonna be 4 per, and then we're gonna provide the washers and the bolts for them as well. So you'll be pretty much ready to go. The only thing you'll need is a drill bit, and either you can use a bolt nut and maybe like another bigger nut to use to set the rivnuts, or if you have a rivnut tool, that's going to be the easiest way. But there's definitely a manual way to do it with just a bolt, so you don't really need to buy a tool, but a tool is like 20 bucks to do it, so extremely cheap. But that's going to be it for this video. I'll have a link to these cubbies down in the description if you wanted to pick one up. But I really think this is a great solution to kind of a wasted space if you are one to keep your extension out like I do all the time. But if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll see you guys next time.